Hello and welcome to Shorts That Are Not Pants Virtual Film Festival 2020. I'm here today with Yuma Slowbinder, director of Asparagus 2, one of the strangest films that we saw this year. And I really enjoyed it. It's if you like absurd humor and I don't know what you'd call this, metaphors, similes, I don't know. Yuma, maybe talk to us a little bit about how the film came to you. What was the genesis of it? Was it a bad dream or an idea you wrote on a napkin or something?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I've been secretive about the origins so far,
Oh,
because it's such a cliche. But yeah, it came pretty much all at once. I think I wrote it in a day, and then I'm not the world's greatest writer. My screenwriting is definitely pretty rough on my end. So I pretty much I had the idea, I wrote down kind of the beats and everything, and wrote out a really terrible draft, and then sort of immediately cast it, and then just got Skylar and Steve came in, and we just rehearsed it over and over and over again until it kind of worked. And the final gag, I think, actually came up in rehearsal. Yeah, it was really collaborative. It was like my silly idea, and then everyone who was involved in the film, we all kind of just sat down and like hammered out all of the specifics. So yeah, I think with the exception of like the last punchline joke, everything was there from the start. And then everything else, just the nitty gritty, the like pauses, the dialogue, all of that minutia, was pretty collaborative. So.
have you worked with this cast before?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've known Skylar for a while. Yeah, we've worked together before. Steve and I worked together before. Steve and I actually we met on set on Louise, who helped out. I don't know if she's listed as a producer. Anyways, Max and Louise, Max did most of the kind of heavy lifting, and Louise was sort of like an associate executive type above it all. Anyway, she's a close friend, and I was working on one of her films a couple of years ago, and I met Steve on that, and we hit it off. And then he was in another film of mine called Space Tape. And I hate auditions are my least favorite thing in the entire world. So I cast him twice in that. And yeah, I don't know, whenever a part even like vaguely fits his description, I'll call him up because he's so great.
Great. I was going to ask you, I don't know when the film was shot. Was it actually during all of the pandemic lockdown kind of stuff that we were experiencing? Or?
No, it was right before. I think we shot February 14th. So it was, yeah, everything was definitely like in the air. And then it was just a few weeks after that, everything, at least in New York, just got totally shut down. So
it's kind of a perfect film for the absurd year that we're having.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, the way that we are perceiving our reality is this doesn't seem quite as strange as it might, or maybe it just resonated more because of that. Can you tell me about any of the other films that you've made? I haven't seen your work before, and are you usually working in sort of a comedy? Is that sort of where you like to work, or have you made anything in a longer or more dramatic key? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think what's the longest thing I've made. I've done a lot of music videos. I worked in like the ad world a lot, and I have a day job outside of directing, which is also in film. So I'm on set. Well, I mean, I'm not on set a lot anymore, obviously, but it's picking up a little bit in New York. So I'm always working on stuff for other people. As a director, though, I don't know I don't know. I just make what I want to make. I had a really experimental short film that was going around the circuits last year and into this year. I'm working on a movie about a frog right now.
Like a short film or a feature?
No, it's a short.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually like to keep things underneath 10 minutes. I don't think anything I have to say is important enough to past the 9-minute.
Yeah. Well, we like to hear that. That's the kind of stuff we like to see in our festival, hitting the sweet spot there at about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Would you say New York is an interesting environment in which to come up with short film ideas? Like I think of it as a different kind of environment for a filmmaker than, let's say California, for instance.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's I mean, I've spent some time out in LA, and everyone in LA wants to make movies. And every time they hear, I remember I was a teenager and I was an intern. And every time anyone heard that I was like a documentary post-production intern, they'd be like, "Oh, did you hear about how my roommate's ex-boyfriend knew a guy that slept with Spike Jonze?" And you're like, that doesn't. It's just like every part of the conversation is like trying to like establish some kind of name drop and then like slot you into the hierarchy of the. And in New York, you tell someone that you work in film, and they really don't give a shit. Which is
a banker, right? So yeah,
it's really inspiring here. I like that a lot.
right.
You get to talk to normal human beings.
Yeah, and I think your casting. I don't know if this is just a personal observation, but I think the casting is more interesting. New York has more interesting characters, I think, in general. Although I hope that's not offending anybody in California, but you don't necessarily have like all the beautiful people. You just have the interesting, weird New Yorkers. So.
Yeah. But why do you want it? Like, I don't want to look like, you can go on Instagram and see beauty. We're so inundated with beautiful people. I try to make anyone who's in my films probably looks significantly less attractive than they do in real life.
You made them less attractive on camera.
Yeah, because that's a lot more interesting to look at.
Yeah.
That's what I want to look at. There's some really stunning people who look as great as they look on camera and give some fantastic performances. But yeah, I'm not interested in that at all. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll write a story where it makes sense where someone has to be like fantastically gorgeous, but so far.
Well, maybe on that note, would you tell us about what, other than the frog short, which we're looking forward to seeing, have you got any other projects that you feel like you could share?
Yeah, I'm working on 2. Let's see, I've got one music video in the can that I did. Can I share this? This isn't. This is it's geo-blocked to Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So maybe this will stay in Canada. Yeah, I'm working on 2 music videos for Kat, she was my production designer for Asparagus, and a production designer for a music video I did back in college. She's an amazing musician, so I'm deep in post. Actually, all day I've just been like rendering VFX stuff from one of those. So that's coming out, and then yeah, and then other than all of the kind of freelance VFX stuff that I'm doing, yeah, my free time is fully committed to the frog.
The frog film. And when do we think we'll be able to get a look at that?
I hope I can submit it to you guys next year.
Yeah.
So my goal is I can like put it here.
Also, we look forward to it.
We're a little bit oversaturated with frog media right now. There's a great short film. Yeah, there's I think it was an Oscar short called Garden Party that had a bunch of photorealistic frogs. That's really good. And then I just saw the Pepe the Frog documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Another frog thing. So yeah, I need to like put in I need to like let everyone know I'm making a frog film. So when the inevitable deluge of 2021 frog films come out, they know that you
were working on it for a while. Yeah. Anyway, awesome to talk to you, Yuma. Is there anywhere that we can follow your work online, Vimeo or YouTube or Instagram? Or?
Oh God, I hate Instagram, but I have an Instagram account. I only follow Toby Toad, the influencer. So if I don't follow you back,
That's okay.
why. So it's at Slowbinder, just my last name. I also have a website. Honestly, though, if you want to get in contact with me, just send me an email. Send me. I'll write you physical mail, or I'll just call you. Yeah.
So does that go for everyone in our audience as well?
Yeah, literally everyone. Anyone I'm sure my email's in the program. Just hit me up there.
Okay. Asparagus 2 will probably generate some curious questions. So
yeah, I've got a ton of postcards and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Like, actually, send me a physical address. I'll write you something.
Okay, will do. Thanks for talking with us,
James.
I will do. I will. I promise.
Okay, cool.
Okay, have a good day. Thanks for talking to us, and we look forward to sharing Asparagus 2 and maybe Asparagus 3 next year with the audience here in Canada. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. It's a really honor.
It's a pleasure. Goodbye.
All right. Peace.